Welcome to the third video of alerts, global alerts for 2025, and helping people understand a little bit of what's happening without scamming them with non-stop videos and screens and cut and paste and nothing. Just me helping people understand face to face. Today we have drone phenomena, orbs, UFO invasion, panic, all over the northeast of the United States and basically all over the world. It's happening everywhere. They're seeing orbs in the sky, spacecraft, different types of drones, some going up in seconds and thousands of kilometers. It's unbelievable what's happening. However, as always, it's nothing new. When you read the texts of ancient civilizations, it's everywhere. From the story of Ezekiel in the Old Testament, and the whole Indian ancient texts are full of space travel. In fact, the Indian texts mention Shiva Loka, Shiva's planet. Loka is the locality, location of where they come from. And Shiva came from a planet. And Shiva was sort of reptilian, with snakes all over and with a bluish green skin, a lot of powers. So you can imagine something like a human mixed with a Komodo dragon. And we are talking about Shiva and Shivalok. And it's very interesting that the original phrase for Jesus was Yeshiva. Very interesting, but we won't talk about that. Many people will get really worried. And we had Krishna Lok, Krishna's planet, location. Another extraterrestrial that came with his group to stop fighting. Krishna represents peace. And the word Christos is very connected to Krishna. And these Indian words like Krishna and Shiva are thousands of years earlier, older than the word of Jesus or Christ or whatever. Anyway, we're talking about an ancient history that predates what's happening today and what happened over the last 2,000-3,000 years. So what are all of these flying machines doing around the world, especially now over the last 6 months? For people who research and who are interested in this kind of phenomena, there is mention for the enlightened few of a galactic federation that supervises planets, like the United Nations should be doing. And there is a clause that no civilization or planet or group that are technologically advanced can colonize and invade a planet that is not involved in war. And that when this happens, the Galactic Federation come and intervene. Another clause, when there is an imminence of nuclear war and the planet will basically destroy itself and create lots of problems for the solar system of our planet, imagine the rest. Imagine if the Earth crashes into Mars and Mars and Venus crash and our solar system starts crashing with other solar systems. What's the consequence of this on a cosmic level? So if you're throwing nuclear waste in the neighboring town, the government should intervene, because basically you're not only destroying yourself and the neighboring town, but it's going to go in the underwater and contaminate the whole region, the whole country. So the Galactic Federation protects planets from self-destructing because there are some people who are in charge who shouldn't be in charge, who are irresponsible, and somehow these people had access to nuclear weapons, and some kinds of extraterrestrials came and shared very, very advanced weapons that they were not allowed to because the intellectual maturity level of our planet is very low. So our planet is a kind of planet with spoilt brats, teenage adolescents who are out of control. You cannot give them nuclear weapons. So people from other galaxies are sent as a space police, space patrol, and they make sure that the nuclear centers where you have the warheads are deactivated. So we know that in the New Jersey region, in some regions of Russia and China, you have nuclear centers where they have a lot of bombs. And so these space orbs or whatever are basically supervising these regions and maybe sending cosmic pulses, electromagnetic pulses, so they will deactivate the nuclear warheads from getting out of control. So you can destroy 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 cities by sending 1 or 2 bombs. But today, if you send hundreds, you destroy the planet. And if you have NATO against Russia and China intervening, and the United States and Israel, that will provoke other countries from participating, the world will not last for more than a week. And we have 8 billion people of innocents who will perish, will die in this global stupidity. And as I have mentioned from my own 55 years of experience at the top, the people at the top are clueless, useless, hopeless. They have got to the top because of politics. And it's all about politics, staying at the top and accessing government funds and paying for the people who sponsored them to win the elections. And the United Nations is useless. It has no control over Israel, over the United States, or over anybody else. So the world is out of control. So whatever is happening in the sense of drones, orbs, UFOs, should not be a cause for panic. This is a dystopian end of the world scenario that the ETs are going to destroy us. The people who have destroyed us are, in the first place, the Europeans, in the second place, the Americans, and in the third place, the Israelis. No one can question or doubt that. These 3 groups of people have brought horrible massacres and destructions to the rest of the globe, to the rest of our global citizens who are trying to survive. So a utopic vision is much better, that whatever these things are, they will deactivate immediately the Israeli war machine, the American war machine that is supporting Israeli massacre of millions of innocent people, and the warmongering in Europe where everybody's against everybody and everybody's turning their backs on everybody, and Europe is crashing. Western Europe is crashing. The money has run out. After 3 years of spending billions and billions that they never had, of borrowed money, they're broke. Their economies are broke. There are no more young workers. We have to understand that. And we have to understand that the United States is totally in debt, completely broke. And basically, when you have nothing to lose, a nuclear war becomes the only option to survive, the only excuse. And people will think about the nuclear war and forget about the 100 years. How we got here. And nobody remembers that. How we got to imperialism, colonialism, how we got to the First World War, the Second World War, how we got to what's happening in the world. We should remember that. Because what got you here, and if it's not a very, very good place. And the world is a mess. It's a terrible place for almost everybody. So what got us here is going to get us straight to hell. Remember the phrase and the film, drag me straight to hell. We are being dragged to hell by these people. So one of our alerts is that there is no need to panic, because the situation is out of control. It's worse. It's terrible. It's getting worse day by day. So whoever's out there, please come and help. In the name of 8 billion people around the world who have nothing to do with nuclear power, with nuclear war, with global hegemony and supremacy, please help. Thanks for watching. And soon we will have live sessions, and we will invite everybody so you can ask me anything. And to the best of my capacity, experience, time traveling, globe-trotting, living at the top of the pyramid, I will try to explain things, simplify things, and things would become a little bit clearer. It doesn't mean that, okay, we're going to get it. No, I will simplify and explain so that everybody has access to hidden knowledge, to the truth. Thanks for watching.